शुक्लांबरधरं विष्णुं शशिवर्णं चतुर्भुजं प्रसन्नवदनं ध्यायेत् सर्वविघ्नोपशान्तये। सरस्वती नमस्तुभ्यं वरदे कामरूपिणि विद्यारम्भं करिष्यामि सिद्धिर्भवतु मे सदा। सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्। श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानाम् आलयं करुणालयं नमामि भगवत्पादं शङ्करं लोकशङ्करम्। शङ्करं शङ्कराचार्यं केशवं बादरायणं सूत्रभाष्यकृतौ वन्दे भगवन्तौ पुनः पुनः। ईश्वरो गुरुरात्मेति मूर्तिभेदविभागिने व्योमवद्व्याप्तदेहाय दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः। ॐ सहनाववतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः। कठोपनिषद अध्याय 1 वल्ली 3 मंत्र 16। नाचिकेतमुपाख्यानम् मृत्युप्रोक्तं सनातनम् उक्त्वा श्रुत्वा च मेधावी ब्रह्मलोके महीयते। In this verse, as well as in the following verse, you find the result of chanting as well as studying the first chapter of Kathopanishad. At the end of any text like Stotra, Vishnu Sahasranama, etc., you find Phalashruti. This is also like a Phalashruti. And the Phalashruti is meant for glorifying the text. Stuti, the text itself is glorified. Therefore, 16 and 17 are glorification of first chapter of Kathopanishad. And with this, the Shruti concludes first chapter. Medhavi, a wise man. If anybody reads this text, he must be a wise man. Medhavi, he should have medha. Then only he will come to study this text. मृत्युप्रोक्तम, Sanatanam Nachiketam Upakhyanam. The text is described Mrityuproktam. The text is Mrityuprokta, told by Mrityu. The significant portion of this text consists of words of Mrityu, words of Yama. So Yama is the teacher. Nachiketam Upakhyanam. And the text consists of the story of Nachiketa. Nachiketam Upakhyanam. The story of Nachiketa. And this story is Sanatanam. It is eternal. Eternal story. Evergreen story. Though it is old, it is never obsolete. Always relevant. Most of the old stories, they are not read today. Old movies are not watched today. That is why the movie industry is surviving. All the time they have to make new movies because old movies become old. But Kathopanishad is not an old movie. It is Sanatanam, evergreen. Sanatanam Upakhyanam. The story Shutva, Uktva Shutva cha is there. In the Pathakrama, in the order of text, it is called Pathakrama, the order of text, because that is the order in which you read it. In the Pathakrama, Uktva is first, Shutva is later. But in the Arthakrama, if we take the order of meaning, what should come first? Shutva. First one should do Shavana from a guru, and then Uktva. Then one should teach. That is when the study is completed. First you do Shavana properly. Study the text for yourself properly. Then you teach also the text. Then the study of the text is completed. Without teaching, the study is not complete in a way. Because when you teach, you get better clarity. When you are going to teach, you think again how it should be understood. Otherwise, when you just study, just listen, you think you have understood everything up to a certain extent. But when you teach, or even when you write a book, you think how I should write. Then you think what really it means. That is why after a certain amount of studying, it is not a bad idea to teach. Therefore, Shutva Uktva cha. listening to it, doing Shravanam and Uktva. So one purpose of teaching is it gives clarity. Another purpose of teaching, when you teach, you abide in the thought. Even teaching is a form of nididhyasana. Of course, manana also. When you teach, you think for a better clarity, you reason. Certain doubts get cleared for yourself. And it is a form of nididhyasana also. Because even the teaching or even discussing the subject matter helps in abiding in the thought. Nididhyasana is not always meditating. Close your eyes and meditating. That is not the only form of nididhyasana. Nididhyasana can be done in many ways. Tat chintanam, tat kathanam, anyonyam tat prabodhanam, etadeka paratvancha, brahmabhyasam vidurbudhaha. Tat chintanam, thinking about it, about the vision of Vedanta. Tat kathanam, teaching the vision of Vedanta, teaching the Brahma. Anyonyam tat prabodhanam, and mutual discussion on the subject matter. Likewise, in one way or another, you keep in touch with the vision. Etad ekaparatvam, being committed to the vision of Vedanta, being committed to the knowledge of the truth. Brahmabhyasam vidurbudhaha. It is called Brahmabhyasa. Brahmabhyasa means nididhyasana. Brahmajnanasya abhyasaha. Abiding in the knowledge. So, it is not always necessary to close one's eyes and do nididhyasana. Even with open eyes, you can do nididhyasana. So, Shrutva Uktva Cha. So, Shravana, listening itself is also a nididhyasana. Even when you listen repeatedly, you are abiding in the thought, in the jnana. That is why some people, they keep listening again and again and again. So, even the sadhus come here and listen, Shravana. So, they have already heard for years. Still they are listening. Why? Because through listening they abide in the jnana. That is why one of the Mahatmas was saying, the more you listen to Prasthanatraya, it is better for jnana. So, as many times you do Shravana of Prasthanatraya. So, even those who have started teaching, even they keep listening. So, Uktva Shrutva Cha, Medhavi. Brahmaloke mahiyate. What result does he get? Brahmaloke mahiyate. He gets Brahmaloka. And here Brahmaloka does not mean the regular Brahmaloka. We should take Karmadharaya Samasa. Brahma eva lokaha Brahmalokaha. Brahman itself is referred to by the word lokaha. In fact, Brahman is not a loka. It is not loka. It is the support of every loka. All pervasive. So Brahman is not a loka like bhuhu, bhuvaha, swaha, etc. Yet the Shruti calls Brahman a loka. Because lokavat praptumishtatvat lokaha. Even Brahman is sought like an ajnani aspires to get a loka. An aviveki, as he seeks a loka, similarly a mumukshu, a jijnasu seeks Brahman. That is one reason why Brahman is called loka. Another way you can justify the word loka for Brahman is lokanam lokaha. Lokanam means Chaitanya. Knowing, it is called loka. Knowledge is called loka. Chaitanya is called loka. So Brahman is loka because it is Chaitanya Swarupa. You have to take Vyutpatyartha of the word loka, not the Rudhartha. That is another way of justifying loka for Brahman. Either way, Brahma eva lokaha Brahmalokaha. Brahman itself is called loka. So Brahmaloke mahiyate. A jnani gets Brahman. He is Brahman because there is no ignorance which makes him something other than Brahman. If you are something other than Brahman, it is because of ajnana. No, for a jnani, the ajnana is removed. Therefore, he is not anything other than Brahman. That is why we say a jnani is Brahman. And Brahmaloke mahiyate. He enjoys the glory, enjoys the greatness in Brahmaloka. Mahiyate. Enjoys the glory in Brahmaloka. We will see the Bhashya. Prastuta Vijnana Stutyartham Ahashrutihi. Prastuta Vijnana Stutyartham. For glorification of the Vijnana, the knowledge which is prastuta, which is being discussed. Stutyartham, for glorification. Aha Shrutihi, Shrutihi aha, the Shruti says. Nachiketam, Nachiketasa praptam, Nachiketam, मृत्युना प्रोक्तम मृत्यु प्रोक्तम इदम आख्यानम उपाख्यानम वल्लीत्रयलक्षणम सनातनम चिरंतनम वैदिकत्वात् उक्त्वा ब्राह्मणेभ्यः श्रुत्वा आचार्येभ्यः मेधावी ब्रह्मैव लोकः ब्रह्मलोकः तस्मिन् महीयते आत्मभूतः उपास्यो भवतीत्यर्थः। नाचिकेतम भाष्यकार gives the vigrahvakya of nachiketam. Nachiketasa praptam nachiketam, received by nachiketa. Nachiketasa praptam tena praptam ityarthe tadhitaha. Tadhita is in the sense of tena praptam. Nachiketasa praptam nachiketam. And mrityuna proktam mrityu proktam. It is taught by mrityu. Therefore mrityu proktam. Idam akhyanam. This akhyana, this story. Akhyanam is upakhyanam. Upakhyanam is akhyanam. The story. And the story consists of Valli Trayalakshanam, not the full story also. What is glorified here are only the first chapter of the story, the text. Valli Trayalakshanam. There are other three Vallis. For other three Vallis, the glorification will come later on. Even if you don't go through the other three Vallis, only three Vallis if you study, you will have the phala. So if someone goes away after three Vallis, he or she need not feel bad, because first Valli itself has given the vision. So it is not necessary to complete the text to be complete. To be complete, you need not complete the text. Then what should you do to be complete? You have to know that you are complete. Therefore, the purpose of studying the text is not to complete the text. The purpose of studying the text is to know that you are complete. If that purpose is served, you have as good, it is as good as you have completed the text. Therefore, Shruti says, if you have studied these three Vallis properly, then you are Brahman. You are complete. You don't even have to go for studying other three Vallis. Most often we seek a sense of completion by completing the course or by completing a text. We seek a satisfaction of completing something. Yeah, I have completed Kathopanishad complete. Course is completed. We seek satisfaction through completing something. But In Vedanta, even that becomes a bondage. Seeking intellectual completeness. I want to study all Prasthanatraya from a guru, every line of it. And in between he takes a holiday. Oh, this part I have not listened. Then he has to start once again. So, seeking intellectual completeness also is another bondage. It is another samsara. Therefore, instead of seeking to complete the text, seek to understand that you are complete. This should be your goal in studying Vedanta. Even while studying Vedanta, we should know why I am studying. Otherwise, it will take in a different direction altogether. So, Mrityuproktam idam akyanam idam upakyanam, and it is Vallitraya Lakshanam. It consists of 3 vallis. The first part. And it is Sanatanam. Sanatanam means Chirantanam, eternal. Why it is eternal? Vaidikatvat Chirantanam. Since it is Vaidika, it is a part of Veda, told by the Veda. Therefore, it is eternal. The Vedas are Nitya. Nobody has created the Vedas. In the beginning of the Kalpa, the Vedas manifested. They manifested from Ishvara. But even before that, the Vedas existed in the previous Kalpa also. Therefore, the Vedas are eternal. And since the Vedas are eternal, the story also is eternal. That is why you cannot ask for a date when this story was written, when Nachiketa was born. You cannot say, because the story of Nachiketa is Vaidika. It didn't happen at a point in history. It existed ever. The story existed ever in the Shruti. And the Shruti has presented the story for our understanding. So, Vaidikatvat Chirantanam. So, Chirantanam can be understood in another way also. It is always relevant. A time-tested wisdom. Uktva brahmanebhyah uktva. Teaching it to Brahmanas. Why Brahmana? Because if you take Brahmana as Varna, then Brahmana has Mukhya Adhikara in doing Shravana. Though all ashramas have Adhikara, all Varnas, in fact all Varnas don't have Adhikara. So only Traivarnikas have Adhikara. as far as the Shastra is concerned, in the Vedas. But if it is Smriti Mulaka, then everyone has adhikara. Smriti Mulaka Brahma Vidya is for all. Shruti Mulaka Brahma Vidya is only for Traivarnikas. So all these are discussed. We will discuss some other time. This is not a good time for that. So, among all the Varnas, Brahmana has Mukhya Adhikara. Why he has Mukhya Adhikara? Because he is already into the Shastra. That being his life. His work is to study, teach, adhyayanam, adhyapanam, yajanam, yajanam, performing the ritual and making others perform the ritual. And dhanam pratigraha, dhanam giving, and pratigraha accepting the dana. This is the duty of a Brahmana. Therefore, a Brahmana is used to it, to listening, etc. And he is more tuned to the study of Shastra, more accustomed to the study of Shastra than others. That is why a Brahmana is called Mukhya Adhikari in the Shastras. Whereas the other Varnas, their Adhikara is secondary, because if he is a Kshatriya, he is more busy in ruling, etc. So it is not easy for him to focus and understand. So he is secondarily Adhikari. That is why Brahmananam eva Mukhyaha Adhikaraha Anyesham Gaunaha. That is why Brahmanebhyaha Uktva, teaching it to Brahmanas. That is one meaning of Brahmana. Or another meaning is, if you take the Vyutpatyartha, Brahmano Brahmavedanat, Brahma Janati iti Brahmana. One who knows Brahman is called Brahmana. Now, Uktva Brahmanebhyaha, telling it to Brahmanas. Why the Brahmana has to listen first of all? Because he is already a Brahmajnani. Brahmano Brahmavedanat. Then we have to say Bhavini Vrittimashritya Brahmana. There is something called Bhavini Vritti. In future he is going to be something. And because of that you call him by that name. Someone has just joined medical college, you start calling him a doctor. He has just joined medical college. And you start calling him, oh doctor, he has become a doctor. What is the meaning? Bhavini Vrittihi. In future he is going to be Brahmana, doctor. Likewise here, he is a student of Vedanta. And if he is a student of Vedanta, definitely he is going to be a Brahmajnani. That way Brahmana. So, Uktva Brahmanebhyaha means teaching it to mumukshus, teaching it to the students of Brahmajnana. Shutva Acharyebhyaha Brahmanebhyaha Uktva. Brahmanebhyaha is Chaturthi Bahuvachanam. Acharyebhyaha Shutva. Acharyebhyaha is Panchami Bahuvachanam. Acharyebhyah Shrutva, listening from Acharyas. Medhavi, a wise man, a Viveki. Brahmaiva lokaha brahmalokaha. Brahmaloke. Brahmaiva lokaha brahmalokaha. Tasmin mahiyate. He enjoys in Brahmaloka. He enjoys glory in Brahmaloka. Meaning Atma Bhutaha. He becomes Atma because he has given up all identity with the Anatma and he has regained his true self, as it were. Upasyo bhavati ityarthaha. And being the very Atma, being the very Brahman, he deserves worship. He becomes adorable. Upasyo bhavati ityarthaha. This is the meaning of Brahmaloke mahiyate. Atma bhutaha upasyo bhavati. Next mantra. It is also a stuti. Ya imam paramam guhyam Shravayed brahma samsadi Prayatashraddhakaleva Tadanantyaya kalpate Tadanantyaya kalpata iti. Yaha, anybody. Imam paramam guhyam. Imam grantham, this grantha, the three vallis. And it is paramam guhyam, it is great secret. This valli, this Kathopanishad is a great secret. Secret because it is not given to anadhikaris. It should be given only to the adhikaris, those who really deserve it. Through proper vidhi, through proper way of teaching, it should be taught. Therefore, it is a secret. It cannot be given to anybody in the marketplace. It has its sanctity. And its sanctity should be maintained. That is why the Shruti calls it a secret. It should be taught to a Shishya who approaches properly and who deserves the knowledge. Therefore, Paramam Guhyam, all mantras are secret. And Brahma Vidya and all other Vedic Vidyas, it is all secret, Guhyam, because it should be given to an adhikari by a competent teacher in a proper way. The secrecy is meant for maintaining its sanctity. Paramam Guhyam Brahma Samsadish Prayataha San, being Prayata for now the Kathopanishad is talking about chanting the text. This is mainly about chanting the text. And sometimes not only chanting, along with chanting, you can tell the meaning also. You chant the verse and tell the read or tell the meaning. That kind of a sadhana. Not really teaching, but you just make others listen. Sometimes chanting and sometimes reading the meaning or telling the meaning. And while chanting, for chanting, one should be ready. How there is some niyama, some rules has to be followed, because the text is sacred. What is the rule? Prayataha. He should be clean. He should have bath before chanting. Shuchirbhutva. He should be clean. Brahma samsadi shavayet. And he chants it or tells it, explains the meaning. Brahma samsadi, in the assembly of the Brahmanas. The Brahmanas who have assembled in any ritual or in any place, if they have assembled, he chants Kathopanishad. Brahma samsadi. If any yaga is performed, then so many Brahmanas assemble. The Ritviks as well as Sadasyas. And during the ritual or in between the ritual, Kathopanishad Parayana is done. So that kind of a sadhana is mentioned. Brahma samsadi shravayet. It can be used for that purpose also. And Shraddhakale va shravayet. Shraddhakale, at the time of Shraddha, during Shraddha, when the people are eating, Bhunjananam agre, in front of Bhunjana, those who are eating during Shraddha, then Shravayet, Kathopanishad is chanted or the meaning is explained, or both. Tat anantyaya kalpate, then the chanting of Kathopanishad adds to the ritual, adds and amplifies the phala of the particular ritual. Whether it is any yaga or whether it is Shraddha, the result of the particular ritual is enhanced by performing the chanting of Kathopanishad. Tat anantyaya kalpate. Tat means the particular ritual, whether it is Shraddha or whether it is any other yajna. Anantyaya kalpate. Anantyaya means ananta phalaya. It gives infinite result. Means greater result. The result becomes better. Kalpate, it leads to. कल्पते इज संपद्यते, क्लपि संपद्यमाने च, आनन्त्याय कल्पते, चतुर्थी क्लबित्यादीनां धातूनां प्रयोगे. सो संपद्यकर्तरि, सॉरी, संपद्यमाने, where it ends, what it leads to, it is put in chaturthi vibhakti. क्लुपि संपद्यमाने च, आनन्त्याय कल्पते इति, तदानन्त्याय कल्पते, तदानन्त्याय कल्पते इति. The line is repeated. The repetition indicates closure of the chapter, completion of the chapter. Yaha kaschit imam grantham paramam prakrishtam guhyam gopyam shavayet ग्रंथतः अर्थतश्च ब्राह्मणानां संसदि ब्रह्म संसदि प्रयतः शुचिर्भूत्वा श्राद्धकाले वा श्रावयेत् भुञ्जानानां तच्छ्राद्धम् अस्य आनन्त्याय अनन्तफलाय कल्पते संपद्यते द्विर्वचनम् अध्याय परिसमाप्त्यर्थम् यः कश्चित् यः कश्चित् anybody imam grantham, this text, imam is there in the moola. The meaning of imam, what imam stands for, imam grantham. Paramam is equal to prakrishtam. Paramam is adjective to guhyam. Paramam guhyam means prakrishtam gopyam, great secret, great rahasya. Shavayet, it is taught. Granthatah arthatascha. Granthatah in terms of text as well as in terms of meaning. Chanting as well as explaining the meaning. Both are done. One can read chant the text. Ushan havai vajashavasa sarva veda samdadau tasyaha nachiketa nama putra asa. Then read the meaning or tell the meaning. So there was Vajashavasa, he performed a ritual and he gave all his wealth. He had a son called Nachiketa. So you can do it sometime. So Granthatah arthatascha shavayet. Brahmananam samsadi, Brahma samsadi. Brahma samsadi means Brahmananam samsadi, in the assembly of Brahmanas, assembled in any yajna, any ritual like Somayaga, etc. Prayataha means Shuchir Bhutva, being clean. Shraddha Kaleva, or during Shraddha Kala. Shavayet. Bhunjananam. Shraddhakale bhunjananam shavayet. To the people who are eating the food of Shraddha. Tat Shraddham. Then if this reading, chanting of Kathopanishad is done, then Tat Shraddham, that Shraddha. Shraddha stands for any ritual, because Shraddha Kale Va or Brahma Samsadi means in any other ritual. So Tat Shraddham means any of that ritual in which Kathopanishad is chanted. Anantya, Asya Anantyaya, Asya for the Yajamana or one who chants. Anantyaya is equal to Anantaphalaya, for infinite result, means relatively much greater result. Kalpate, Sampadyate, it leads to. Dvirvachanam adhyaya parisamaptyartham. Tadanantyaya kalpate, tadanantyaya kalpata iti. Dvirvachanam, repetition of the line is adhyaya parisamaptyartham, indicates the completion of the chapter. With this, chapter 1 of Kathopanishad is completed. Now, the second chapter will start. We will see in the next session. Om Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shantihi. Harihi Om. Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om.